Hey guys, there's Rebellion here, and welcome to one of my replays that if you're watching my stream on Thursday, you will have most likely seen. Now, this is not the best way to play the USS Worcester. Worcester? How on earth do I use replay? Okay, so, obviously this is a tier 10 battle. As you can see by the teams, there's no carrier, thank God. But yeah, it's epicenter. Definitely not my favourite. Now, USS Worcester, the tier 10 American light cruiser. Very, very nice guns. And yeah, I don't really know how much more I can say. If anyone knows how to use the replay, then please let me know. So, consumables. Hydro, 5 km hydro for ships, 3.5 for torpedoes, very nice. There's a nice heal. Well, it gets a heal, which is always nice. It's not the best. A 9 km radar. Now, I'm used to this radar on the Salem, which is another good ship, and then you get defensive AA as well. Obviously, damage repair, and HE, 4.6 second reload I've currently got on these 152mm guns. Very nice. I wish I had 32mm of pen, but I don't. And the AP deserves an honourable mention because it is also rather good. So, I'm headed to this island because I see that there's a Minotaur there, and I thought, okay, if I can get a smoke screen with the Minotaur, there's also a Venezia, but I thought if I can get into a... oh, how do I put it? But yeah, I thought if I can get into a smoke screen with the Minotaur, I can sit and farm in a smoke screen out in open water. Especially now that I've spotted that Kurt first. But then I decide I don't need a smoke screen immediately. I know that the Minotaur's there, so I open fire. Now, the weaknesses of the Worcester is absolutely no bloody armour to speak of, which can be construed as a rather bad thing, but ultimately, if you're broadside, you'll either get citadeled or overpenned. And the Minotaur dropped a smoke screen just as I had hoped. I'm getting shot at though, but they've all missed. Now, in this game, the main reason why I did what I did was I was trying to complete a dockyard mission to get 21 million potential damage in cruisers. This game definitely helped. So, honestly, this is definitely not the way to play this ship at all. It's meant to be behind... yeah, it's meant to be behind islands, like that Worcester's trying to do. It's meant to be behind islands and just shooting, just constant rain of fire. There's my first fire after 25 hit. No, there was 25 when I said it. Still going. Second fire as well. And then I decide to move, and then I immediately stop because there's a Grozavoy. Now this game is a very, very close battle. Probably one of the closest I've ever had. Oh, I just need to quickly go into settings, because as Jingle says... let's do it like that. So, I've now left, and I just thought, screw it, I help the Shimmer. Definitely out of radar range, so I don't need to so I shouldn't use my radar anyway. Now, at long range, this thing is quite difficult to hit destroyers because very, very floaty guns. Now, the enemy... what is he? The enemy Worcester. This says GG already. I don't think he realises just how close this game is going to be. Now, I've got a Zhao shooting at me. And the Bourgogne again. Was it the Bourgogne? I think it was the Bourgogne. But at this moment, all I thought was, okay, potential damage is just going to keep coming in and coming in. Dodged even more. At this moment, I needed 3 million to finish off this. Now, this game gets me a lot closer. It's taken me quite a while to actually do the dockyard because I don't have much time to play anymore. Kurfürst firing AP. There you go, that penned. So we're already up to almost 35k spotting, and then there's the Grozavoy. And then the Minotaur gets him. I'm actually very close to getting the Minotaur. I'm still at the Edinburgh, but I'm loving the Edinburgh, and I'm close to getting the... oh, what's the tier 9 called? Someone tell me down in the comments. It's not... oh, it's the Neptune. There we go. Yeah. So I'm close to getting the Neptune, which I'm thankful for. Also, if I sound weird, it's because I currently have a cold, so my throat feels awful, but this replay was too good not to do. So now I'm open water gunboating a Bourgogne. She probably would have done more damage had she loaded armor piercing. But that thought hasn't seemed to cross her mind until now. But it's too late for that because I've already started angling away and she's still going for me. Misses all of those shots. There's the enemy shimmer. So I start shooting at the Shimakaze, got another fire. That was an awfully aimed salvo at the Bourgogne, I will admit that. That was terrible. So we're up to 28,000 damage. It's not much, especially to say that we're 8 minutes into the game. And now I have island cover. Now I'm using the Worcester how it's supposed to be. I get spotted. Instead of falling back, I accelerate. Why? Because I'm trying to do a mission. So 40,000 damage. And then the Kurfürst gets the Bourgogne, and then I switch to the Yamato, who is reversing. But now I've gone unspotted because nothing is in my detection range that can see me. And then there's the torpedoes. So realistically, our team are not in a very good position. We've been pushed all the way back. I'm pointing at the screen and you guys can't see that. We've been pushed all the way back here. They have all this. We're literally focused in one clump here. We've got, unbeknownst to me, well, I thought this at the moment, the Conqueror is pushing down here, trying to outflank us. The Zhao is doing Zhao things and kiting away completely. And me, I'm open water gunboating in a Worcester. Light cruisers are not meant to do that. There's a Yamato, start slowing down, turning out, trying to duke his shots, and they all miss, luckily. And there's the Conqueror. Now, the friendly Thunderer is taking all of the fire. That's the Yamato, so I'll fire again. Now, I was playing like an idiot. This will not always work. It's just spectacular because it did, but do not play like this unless you have a death wish and your team will hate you for it. I also got very lucky because no one was really focusing on me Now, Shimakaze from close range. Don't hit her. I am not very good at shooting destroyers with the Worcester from long range. So now I'm focusing on the Montana. Turning around, because I don't want to sail out onto the flank and have everything shooting at me from behind the island. This game only went as well as it did due to luck and some judgment. I'm not going to say that it was completely through skill, because looking at my stats, I'm a 54% win rate player, so generally I can have some good thoughts, but ultimately this went as well as it did because of a few things, like the enemy shooting at me with high explosive, me generally dodging, but now this Montana's got me dead to rights. Or she would have done had she had the chance to fire. Now I'm aiming at the Conqueror, who could have actually been shooting at me instead of something behind me. I don't know what he was shooting at. Might have been the Minotaur, might have been the Des Moines. But had they actually been shooting at me and got me out of the game from down here, this game could have gone very, very differently. Okay, so there's a Nevsky, who the Shimakaze really wants dead. I understand that, but there is also a Smolensk. Now, I hate seeing Smolensks in destroyers as well. So, I think it's our Shimmer. It's either our Shimmer or Kleber. It's our Kleber. Is telling us to spread because there's no crossfire. I am going to eat a torpedo here. Yeah, tried to dodge it. But yeah, that's a lot of damage taken. I start healing. There's the Nevsky. That was 6k damage to the Jesus Christ, I forgot how much damage this thing can actually do even without IFHE. Conqueror fired armor piercing. That was an unlucky salvo. Nevsky can also start shooting at me. Smolenska's there, but I keep focusing on the Conqueror. Now, the Conqueror's focusing on the Venezia, which is fair enough. The Venezia showing broadside. The sap is quite nasty, but so's this thing when it's spamming HE. Put some high explosive shells at me. Oh, actually not at me, it's something behind me. And then there's more torpedoes coming in. I'm getting shot at by the Nevsky. Put some shells out into the Nevsky. Been radared. I get radared a lot in this game. Almost ate another torpedo. That would have probably been the end of me, in all honesty. So, honestly, I got lucky. Conqueror's not firing at me. There's even more torpedoes. Use my radar. See the shimmer. And this is why destroyers are actually scared of getting... Oh, I missed it now. I was about to say, this is why destroyers are scared. Yeah, I hit the shimmer, so now we're up to 127,000 damage and still growing. Conqueror still firing high explosive. But funny thing is, so am I. Still peppering her, that was 4k. These things hurt a lot. Turning away, minimising how much she can hit. I'm on fire again, I'm down to 10k health. I heal, I repair as I'm healing. That was a mistake, in all honesty, and I got lucky that I didn't get set on fire again, because that would have been burning for quite a while. Kept going after the Conqueror. This game probably would have ended quite differently if there was a carrier. But I'm detected by radar, I keep moving out. I'm getting shot at by the Zao. I don't notice it yet. Oh, no, that was by the Conqueror, and there's the Zao shells. And I'm on fire again for 30 seconds. I am hemorrhaging hit points at this moment. Currently I'm undetected. It's not going to last long. Start shooting at the Zao. That was honestly a mistake. That was a huge mistake on my part. I'm going to stop the fire. Nope, the fire burns out. I'm on 699 health. An overpen, or a singular high explosive shell, will end me, so I go undetected. I'm not going to shoot until I've healed some health. This game ends up being a lot closer than this. We still have 4 minutes left. I'm up to 155,000 damage. And we've just lost our Yamato. And I keep thinking, let's get rid of the Conqueror. Because having a fire spammer, I'm still getting shot at by the Zao. The Zao's got a hard on for me apparently. Pop my Hydro. And now the Smolenska's found. No, that's the Nevsky. That's the Smolensk, yeah, with red tracers. Now the Smolensk is a nightmare, but I just want to kill this Conqueror because having something that can sling high explosive back at you that every 30 seconds can set you on fire with each salvo, it's quite a thing. And then the Conqueror gets stolen by the Kerr first. I don't mind that. I'm on 355 hit points. I'm on 61 hit points. And now I'm just trying to go undetected. Pop my radar for one last time. And set out some shots at the Worcester. I messed up there. I should have seen where I was going, but the enemy Worcester got me. My final shells. The last one hits the Worcester. So yeah, 160,000 damage. Not bad to say that 8 minutes into the game I was at 20k. And then... oh, that's how you free cram. You press C. And then I think at this point I just sat there just going, holy shit. And then I just said GG. You got this, guys. The Des Moines is going against a Worcester. The Des Moines messed up. I will admit that. Yep. There's the Smolensk. The Shimakaze is shooting to try and kill that Shimakaze. He misses, unfortunately. And then I feel he makes a mistake. That is a Smolensk. And the Shimakaze decides to open up on the Smolensk. It is now 3 versus 3. The points are so close. But yeah, the Worcester, definitely an amazing ship. Honestly, I've loved her since I got her. She has been overshadowed for me by the Salem. I've been absolutely adoring my Salem recently. But, I will admit, I do personally think that the with IFHE, the Worcester could easily become my favourite one of my favourite cruisers. I do have a soft spot for the Alaska. She is an excellent ship. I just can't play her very well. But I have had those situations that have just been amazing. So we have 10 seconds left. Smolensk pops something, probably that last heal, and then she gets put down by the Minotaur in the dying second of this match. So, all in all, yeah, that was a victory. Very, very hard fought battle. So we ended up doing 61,000, almost 62,000 to that Conqueror. We fired a lot of high explosive shells, did not even touch the AP. Some situations, yeah, the AP could have done a lot more. But I'm still happy with how I played and what I did. Can I go to the next picture? No, I cannot. I have a lot of replays here, but anyway, where is it? Screenshots. That's the one I didn't show. So I ended up coming second. The Minotaur played a blinder of a game, and so did that enemy Worcester. Now, I know one got put down at the start. You can see him right at the bottom down here. But that wasn't their fault. You just sometimes just have these games. I mean, look at our Montana, and then the next guy in the Christopher Colombo. Yeah, it was a heck of a close game. Why did I just try and click on the escape up there? But anyway, if you guys would like me to kind of get a review on a certain ship and play it in a different way than how it's meant to, non-meta, play it like an absolute madman, then feel free, just let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.